6:40 a.m. down here at ground level. Been doing the feeding thing this morning, and man, talk about the woods being soaked. Wow. Yeah, we got the presence of this. A lot of lower level yuck. And dropping down this lighting, spinning back over here. That's possible. I'll just say possible to see some ring colorations, but like I said, this lower level stuff is moving rather quickly without much of a wind down here at ground level whatsoever. But yet all this lower level stuff is flowing, and where's it flowing? Oh, right towards this. But we're not quite ready to talk about this quite yet. I would like to get a little bit better viewing of this greater light, if you will. Yeah, I'm not going to monkey around waiting for this nonsense. But everything is flowing towards the east, towards the greater light. And yeah, a lot of, like I said, barely any kind of a breeze down here at ground level, but we're getting a lot of wisping that's going on in correlation and accordance with the movement of this lower level stuff that is clearing out, I guess. That's what we should say. But I'm going to walk back into the woods. Had one cat down here that was sitting waiting for a while, and I decided, okay, well, she might have kittens, so we're going to go ahead, get down here and do an early feeding. Yeah, it was very wet out here. No chickens have come to the table yet. I might have to hang around out here for a little bit, but this is something that occurred last night during the winds, which during that recording of our stormy weather, I heard something out here in the woods kind of crash down, if you will. What I believe I was hearing was this mess right here. This was all this right here come crashing down last night. It's a massive mess of a vine, and of course it's kind of strange going right across my main pathway out to the feeding stations. And of course I got this guy down here trying to love up on me this morning. He's trying to eat out of the big bowl as I'm out at the first feeding station and had food right there. No, he just wanted to stick his nose up towards what food I had provided, and basically, well, as you can see, and as I've been describing right along, an attention tactic or ploy in order to get my attention. And then if he doesn't get proper attention, well, then he cops an attitude and hangs around the feeding tree. Okay? I do believe this is the culprit that killed the Oriole, as well as the squirrel. There's a possibility I am wrong, but typically the evidences, as they say, speak for themselves, especially when there's a pattern through observations. But yeah, kind of strange how my path right here cut right off. So I might take that as a sign. Maybe I am not to venture down this pathway anymore and let it regrow and stick with a secondary pathway that is more as the crow flies, shall we say, which is right through in here. And you cannot even see said path. And I put seed in the tree, and of course, this dude right here, goober, right, little goober. Yeah, highly doubtful that anything's going to come up this morning, but that's all right. I'm not out here to do any specific recordings. At least not yet, as I plan on doing. And yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to have any mulberries this morning or not. But we'll give this a little bit more time, see just how much more clearing that we might get, so I can get a better visual. But you know, evidences speak for themselves that, well, cloudiness could begin to prevail once again, right? I know the purposes are not purely weather related. A lot more going on than what people might realize. And that's going to be the focal point of my topic of discussions. We'll wait on that. There's a time for everything, right? A proper time and place for everything. We'll get there. Skywise out.